are
Oh,
live. Oh.
and have clay in the glass. Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Post Patrol. I'm your host, Gunnar the Runner. I'm here with Juelz Compton and Ty. How are we doing today, fellas?
Doing good.
Sweet.
Oh, no vocab word this week?
No,
Ty?
I was trying to think of one. Because the one I used last week, it was just completely the wrong context. So I gotta cool down for a bit, re-up the vocab.
Spiffy, let's say that for me.
Oh, I think I used that one already.
I
Yeah,
think
well, I'm
Adam
taking
used
it now.
that last week.
Maybe Adam did.
Yeah. So that's good. That's good. Different schedule for now. As I am on night shift right now, so we're working through it at least for this month. We'll keep you guys updated on what the schedule's gonna be depending on work for me. So and Ty and Jules. So, anyways, let's start off with the Giannis Ty. Reports came out last week that Giannis could be heading to Boston in the offseason. What are your thoughts on Giannis coming to Boston and why he should or shouldn't come to Boston as a whole?
Yeah, I'll look at this from two perspectives. One, as a Celtics fan, I don't fucking want him. Two, as an NBA fan, he does not fit with Boston and what they've been doing lately, especially with their bigs. Looking at the past, recent memory, all their bigs have been stretch bigs. Al Horford, Kristaps. They went and got Vucevic. Giannis is just he doesn't fit the culture of the Celtics or the play style they've developed through the past couple of years. And as a Celtics fan, I don't see why we want an aging superstar who has had very minimal team success lately on our roster, especially the price we would have to pay. Probably one of the Jays or Derek White. Is there reports on what the package would be?
Yeah, that's probably what the package would be. From what we were reading, Ty, with that, do you think it would be dependent on if we were to wouldn't make the finals this year if the trade were to happen?
If I'm a Celtic, if I'm the Celtics and we don't make the finals this year, you shouldn't overreact. You had your best player on the team, Jason Tatum. You had a face of the league, Jason Tatum, who was injured all year, comes back 1 month before the playoffs. If you don't win the tournament, or well, not the tournament, the finals, that was expected coming into the year. You knew it was going to be a low year going into it, and we have exceeded expectations. I don't see why you would blow this team up, who just won a championship, for Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is past his prime.
Oh, Jules, what are your thoughts on Giannis potentially heading to Boston?
I couldn't disagree more, Ty. I think it's heavily dependent on the playoffs for certain reasons, because I agree with this, is that you don't blow up your core if you make a deep playoff run. But with how Missoula has been changing really within the past 3 years, he's had two completely different rosters and being able to really maximize both. Drew Holiday, KP, Derek White, Jason Tatum, and Brown. Now it's Derek White, Baylor Shireman, Peyton Pritchard, Nemes Keita, Tatum, and Brown. If you basically switch out Keita in your starting lineup and get Giannis starting minutes, he's doing what you want Tatum to do, who he has excelled at with a flawed Bucks roster, who arguably is equally as floor spaced for his talents as Boston is, and he gets to do what Tatum has done for multiple years, you can quantify and say, okay, it's the age. But to make this work, you would definitely have to get rid of one of the Jays. I would have to say Tatum, because in the Bucks sense of things, they still want to compete, and they get the same kind of play style as a Giannis with Tatum, and not in the sense of the rim pressure, but playmaking, rebounding, defending. Giannis is literally that, just a couple years older, and Boston needs to compete for the next few years when Indiana comes back, if Washington does anything, if the Knicks are going to be still a thorn in the backside for the Celtics, if Detroit continues on their path, they're going to need this kind of person to still run the East, and the Bucks get better, sure, but you get a solidified top 3 player when he's healthy. If you have concerns from injury, I can understand that, and his age. But in today's sense, for Boston, I don't think it's far fetched. If they somehow trip over themselves in the second round, they're going to, I think, full send for Giannis. That's my opinion.
I got a follow-up question. Oh, sorry. Yeah,
no.
welcome, Adam. Welcome, Adam.
Yeah, welcome in, Adam. That's
No,
all I
sorry.
was going to do.
Yeah.
No, you're good. Ty, you can send that question.
All right, Jules. If you were the Bucks or Celtics, would you do a 1-for-1 trade, Tatum or Giannis? Like, who benefits there?
Who benefits, like, team-wise?
Yeah, if it's a 1-for-1 trade, you'd say the Celtics, obviously, in the short term.
In the short term, it's the Celtics, but for the long term, where the Bucks need to go and construct is having these just kind of build them like how the Celtics are this year. I mean, quantifiably, right? Ryan Rollins was put in a position this year where a lot of people expected him to win most improved player. That obviously is probably not going to come to fruition, but Ryan Rollins is a young piece. Kevin Porter Jr. is a young piece. They're going to have to switch their main rim protector because Miles Turner is washy. They can go and get that somebody off the market, and then they need another wing defender to go and help with Tatum as a wing guy. So this is how you would have to evaluate trades, because it's not. I want to quantify it as this: we all clown the KD to the Rockets trade the past off season, but it's somewhat made sense because the Rockets saw themselves in contention and they need to get somebody. They go and get KD, who is not a top 3 player, but he is borderline top 10, depending on who you ask. So they have a young core. They need to go and get a guy. If Tatum trips over himself, like I said, in the second round, and I'm making that very blunt and in this conversation, the Celtics have now been they proved with this roster that they can win significant amount of games without Tatum. So if you quantify something, you want to add on to what you had as your core and see if somebody can ceiling raise. And Tatum is ceiling raising. I'm not taking anything away from him, but for a play style as what Giannis was giving to the Bucks this year, it's almost a 1-to-1 thing, to where Giannis is being a post-up player. He's still defending at a decent rate. Has he fallen off a little bit? Sure, but he would be able to get back to his defensive ways with Boston and Missoula. He has the spacers with Pritchard, Shireman, Hauser. You have another defender in Walsh. I know as Boston fans, you don't necessarily like to hear that, but I think it's not far-fetched. It's very dependent, like I said, on the playoff success of Boston. Do I think it's going to happen? No, but I don't think it's outside of the realm if Boston somehow loses in the second round, whoever they play, to be like, okay, well, Tatum's post-Achilles, he looked like this. I think that Boston is reactionary. I think they're extremely reactionary.
Okay. Adam, the question I proposed was Boston going for Giannis this offseason. Should they do it? If so, or if not, why? What are your thoughts on if on Giannis to Boston this offseason if it happens?
It's gonna depend on what what you guys are looking for. If you're looking for like a very small window for like a 1 to 2 season peak, then I guess make the trade. But also, just know that he's approaching like what is he 32? Is that right?
He's
I
31, I think.
31 gonna be
yeah,
32 next
I'll
year.
double check real quick.
Turns 32
realistic-
December 6th.
So
Alright.
realistically, let's just give him like the age 35 basically rule. Like most guys by age 35, like they start to decline after that. Um, so you might have 3, maybe 4 elite seasons left, but it also is going to depend on how you guys perform in the postseason. Because if you guys lose, let's say they lose in the second round or the conference finals, then the move looks better. But if you guys make the finals and you guys make a competitive series, then I don't know. I don't even know if you want to approach that trade then, because then you can keep the core of what you've got and just build around that.
I'm with you, Adam. I think if Boston does make the finals, then it's definitely off the table for sure. Myself, so I understand where you're going with that.
And I'm gonna assume you're gonna have to give up probably one of Jason Tatum or Brown, if I had to guess. So, and
Yep.
my guess is you probably have to give up. I would probably give up Tatum because of the Achilles. That would just be me.
I'm with you on that. I understand it. My thoughts on Giannis to Boston. I just don't think it happens. There's many factors in why I don't think it will happen at all. One is we were hearing this before with the KD stuff back when he was in Brooklyn, before during 2022. And then after we got off the KD train, we went to the Giannis trade. Were reports that Giannis was gonna get traded to Boston through that time, and it's been happening ever since, except for 2024-2025 season. It comes back up now because of what's going on. There's that. It's a 1-year rental as of right now. I don't think Boston would extend. Or they would try and extend, but I don't think Giannis would go for it. I think Giannis would go and test his market in free agency because he already has stated before that he does not want to play in Boston or for Boston. I just don't see Giannis coming to Boston and doing that. Those are my big reasons on why. If I'm the Celtics organization as a whole, I also don't trust it because Giannis, the past 2 years, I want to say, been a little bit injury prone. And that's just going to keep getting worse because of his age, and it's the build of Giannis. He relies on his athleticism still. Not as much as what he used to in his earlier career, but I still think that athleticism's a big component of his game. So I just don't see Giannis coming to Boston for those reasons myself. Next, my glorious GOAT, the greatest player in the world, dropped 30 points last week. I told you we have the savior of the Golden State Warriors in the league, Brandon Pajemski. Steph, they don't need you. They have Podz. Just like LeBron, we don't need you. We have Ben Simmons. Brandon Pajemski with his 30 ball. What are our thoughts on the Twitter account Brandon Pajemski's gravity? Not tweeting until Brandon Pajemski scored 30. fellas?
Time to get that tattoo, DVD.
I'm just happy. I made that bet back in October. That shit turned out in my favor. A little bit bleak coming towards the end, but I'm like, if I keep pushing it, it'll happen. What is the future of Brandon Pajemski in this league?
That
He's helping
Nothing?
ruin. He's helping ruining DVD's life. There you go. There's.
That's the future. What? You ain't gonna be an all-star?
That's at this point. He could. This is consensus, but the Warriors are on the back end of what they have left, and they're just trying to survive. I saw that Steph is going to be on a minutes restriction in this play-in game against the Clippers, so you can kind of just, unless Podz drops, I just don't see them. As for Podz's future, I like their young guys better than Podz. I like Will Richard better. I like Moses Moody, even though he got hurt. Podz is a NBA player.
Is Podz gonna be a Golden State Warrior in the near future?
I mean, they could, I guess, make him like a tradable asset. I mean, like, they're gonna have to start soon rebuilding because like this Steph era is pretty much to an end. So, like, I think he'll be like, I think his NBA future will be like a role player on like 3 or 4 different teams throughout his career. So,
I'm just asking the real questions on Podz, man. The best player in the league.
holy glaze.
I don't see any other team giving him as big of a role as the Warriors have this season with Steph's absence.
Oh, I definitely could.
Huh?
Hey, trust me. The New Orleans Pelicans franchise exists, right?
That's a good point. Glorified Cam Thomas for the Pelicans.
Hey, I'm just putting this stuff out here, fellas.
Oh my god. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Hey, they're getting Trey Murphy. Remember that, Juelz. Golden State's getting Trey Murphy.
No.
Brandon
So nasty.
Pajemski. My goat, DVD, let me know when you get that tattoo, buddy. Or when you make that appointment. I'm still waiting. Alright. Let's get to the play-in predictions. Play-in starts tonight, right? And
Yep.
I don't know how many hours. It's like 4, I want to say.
3.
3?
3 hours.
Okay.
Yep. 2 hours and 57 minutes.
Gotcha. Who do we have coming out of the play-in for the Eastern Conference, and could they pull any upsets? Ty, we'll start with you.
I'll start with the East. We have been huge on the Hornets throughout the year, especially as of late, on the run they've been on. And I'm going to go against the panel here and say I think the Heat squeak by. Last 3 years, the Heat have just been play-in merchants. They've been in the play-in the last 3 years, made it all 3 years. I think the Hornets are going to play as they do with like a tremendous amount of energy. I think they're going to be too excited, turn the ball over too much, and just miss a lot of threes, is my prediction.
All right.
I think they're going to beat themselves more than the Heat will beat them.
Okay. That's for the 9 and 10 seed. What about the 7 and 8 seed, Ty?
The Sixers and Magic, I think the Sixers are the worst playoff team in recent memory. I think the Sixers lose to the Magic, then lose to the Miami Heat.
All right.
They suck.
Juelz. Eastern Conference play-in.
So I like to do I like to like scope out what people do, half court, full court, and see the weaknesses of both teams and see the possibilities of what can happen. To see, okay, can Miami win? Can Charlotte win? The only thing I see Miami being able to exploit defensively with God, I hope Eric Spoelstra listened to this close. Khalil Ware can be your X factor in this playing game. If you start him and he give you 20 and 12 and space the floor and shoot corner threes, you can win this game. But that's only dependent if Khalil Ware is going to be significant minutes or he starts. I'm gonna say Charlotte because I think they can outpace a equally as dynamic offense. And I don't think Miami has the off-ball defenders to stay with Khan. So I'll pick the Hornets in this matchup specifically. As for the Magic and the Sixers, I said it on We Don't Know Ball. Please go check that out. I posted this morning. Give me the Meteor because holy shit, does this game suck. This is the worst play-in game in the history of ever. The Sixers with no Joel Embiid, and so you're basically on return of the Mac Paul George and Tyrese Maxey, which is I think a good duo to go into a play-in game with. And you have Alex Bona, you have known corner spacer Andre Drummond, Dominic Barlow, Kelly Oubre, the most handsome man ever. And then you have this Magic team who Franz has come back and has not looked fantastic. You have Paulo and his inconsistencies, but now it's the playoffs, so we can wait and see. Desmond Bane has slightly cooled off. I'm going to actually take the Magic because I think the best person in this can be Paulo, and it's going to be dependent on if he turns into LeBron James Paulo instead of Carmelo Anthony Paulo. I like that as my guy. So give me the Magic and give me the Hornets, and then out when they play each other, I think the Hornets just trounce the Magic.
All right. Adam, give me your playing thoughts on the Eastern Conference.
I'm gonna go with the Hornets.
I'm at the Sixers. I'm sorry because.
No, you're good, Jules. You're good.
Give me the Hornets against the Heat. I think we've all been pretty high on the Hornets offensively. I think they'll be able to get their shots off. The only question is, again, Ty did bring it up, is their inexperience in this type of situation. But I'm going to go with the Hornets to ride with them. And then, dude, this fucking Sixers Magic game, dude, this is so bad. Because it's left cheek versus right cheek, I'm going to go with right cheek and go with Orlando. I do not trust Paul George whatsoever. Being a Pacers guy, and especially now Paul, that he's older and just a kind of a shell of what he was. And you have no Joel Embiid, which just makes things worse. I think Paulo will look like LeBron James. But then I think eventually he'll just revert back to Carmelo Anthony against Boston. But that's just kind of a first-round bye for Boston. So I got Hornets and Orlando.
Fair. For me, for the 9 and 10 seeds battling it out, I'm going to take the Charlotte Hornets in this one. I think the offense just outweighs the defense of what Miami has. Like Jules said, on the perimeter, I don't think they have any guys that can handle the perimeter pressure that, that Charlotte gives in a one-game series, It's like Spo would have to outcoach. Who's Charlotte's coach? Why am I blanking?
Charles Lee.
Yeah, Charles Lee. Thank you. And I just love what Charles Lee's doing in general, and I don't think Spo's able to do that myself. Never been high on Spo as a coach, so give me the Charlotte Hornets in that game. 76ers and Orlando Magic. Give me the Orlando Magic. I think it's really dependent on Jalen Suggs to me and Anthony Black if they can step up their be able to hold their defense, which I know Jalen Suggs is able to. Anthony Black's been a good defender this year, kind of underrated from what I've seen. But it's gonna be really their playmaking ability and ability to score that will be able help push the Magic against the 76ers. Paulo just has to look like LeBron James as well and not fucking Carmelo Anthony. Otherwise, fuck Franz. Get him off Orlando. This is Paulo's team, not yours. So, then we go to Hornets and 76ers. I think I'm in the minority here. Give me Philly. I think return of the Mac Paul George is who's gonna be able to, just he's back. He's living off the high. The high is on him. It's gonna be that. I think it's gonna be a good game. Honestly, I'm thinking it's gonna be a really good game. It's him, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe. They both are gonna go hard. Yeah, give me Philly. I might be crazy, but
Is it because you want to avoid Orlando?
Yep.
no, Orlando would be the 7th seed. Remember,
No.
it's Detroit. They'd be facing Detroit. Hold on, real quick. Stand by. I'll be right back, real quick.
Standing by.
Yeah.
Tracking.
Tracking all.
Tracking. Let's go
Tracking
to.
all. All right. With that, Ty, you wanted to go into kind of a hypothetical, right? If I remember correctly, for all-time talk.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was just. Are we not doing the Western Conference, or are we just going right into the
Oh
all-time
no, I
talk?
forgot about Western. Yeah, my bad.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck the West.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like the play-in really matters for the West.
All right. So am I getting my hypothetical?
No. We'll go into
Oh,
the West.
okay.
We'll go into the West. Western Conference, 10 seed, right? 9 and 10 seed. We'll start off with Adam. Clippers or Warriors?
I'm gonna go with the Clippers on this one. I think I said it about, what was it, like 3 or 4 episodes ago when we talked about like our predictions for playoffs. Like, I think the Clippers are kind of an underrated playoff team because I think they can give a scare when they get in. I think Kawhi Leonard, what he's shown this year, kind of a remarkable turnaround in terms of like an offensive like performance from a guy that's had like basically crippled knees for the last couple of years, and now he's just kind of rejuvenated at the age of like 35. So I'm gonna go with the Clippers on this one. And then, man, Suns Blazers. I'm gonna ride with. Man, that's tough. I'm gonna ride with the Suns. but I would not be shocked if Portland did win. It's interesting because I do think Phoenix, if they do win, I think they could give the Spurs a little bit of a challenge. I wouldn't pick them to win against the Spurs, but I think they could go a very tough, like 5 to 6 games. So it'd be Clippers and Suns for me.
And then you mean Clippers also beating the Blazers as well, Adam?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Um, Tie, Western Conference.
Yeah, I had the same as Adam. I had the Clippers and Suns making it out. Sort of how Kawhi's looked lately. I do want to emphasize, like, this Suns Blazers game is incredibly important for both teams because whoever wins, I don't want to say gets to face the Spurs, more so gets to avoid the Thunder. Goes from like a instant first round loss to like a 1 in 1,000 first round win, if that makes any sense. Um, and I see the Suns squeaking by the Blazers and giving more of a fight to the Spurs than the Blazers would. Then I
Yeah.
think whoever faces the Thunder, they're boned.
All right, Jules.
Sounds like I'm kind of in one man army with this. I do agree that the Clippers, I think, kind of just mog the Warriors. I think Garland's going to be able to kind of take over because Kawhi didn't play in that last game. He is resting for this game against the Warriors, and the Clippers won by 5 on the 12th, I believe, without him. And John Collins went off. I think the athleticism in the front court with John Collins and Benedict Mathurin coming off the bench is a huge plus for the Clippers, while the Warriors are just going to be heavily reliant on Steph. Yes, he can still go off because it's Steph, but the Warriors are 0-3 in playing games since the start of the tournament. I think they will be 0-4, so the Clippers get out of that. However, Portland and the Suns. I think Portland puts BTA to the Suns. And why I say that, because a lot of people have been saying the Suns are definitely just the best playing team in the West, and it's just kind of right. I don't think so. In watching Phoenix, since Booker has come back, he's played good, but the heart and soul of their team has not been playing, and that's Dillon Brooks. And Dillon Brooks is now going to come back. His first game back, I believe, is going to be the playing game. And you're asking your main defensive guy, outside of Mark Williams, to come in off of basically you're well rested, but coming off an injury and going and playing these athletic forwards in Portland with Tamari Kamara, Denny Advia, Jeremy Grant. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. I think they're going to heavily rely on Booker and Portland's perimeter defense with Drew Holiday, with Tamari Kamara. I think is going to be enough, and I think Klingon just completely mogs that front court in Phoenix. So give me Portland as the 7th seed. For Phoenix and the Clippers, I understand why everybody's saying, well, it's just Kawhi. And I get that. But since Garland, this past 15 or so games, has not done well from 3, his dribble pull-ups have been piss poor. He kind of looks slow. He's not turning over the ball, which is good. But I think with Phoenix, they can put ball pressure onto him and turn him over and make him uncomfortable. Kawhi can still be Kawhi, but I think Phoenix's just unique defense with Jordan Ott can just outplay Tyronn Lue and Kawhi Leonard. And mind you, Kawhi, it's part of it. The Kawhi cycle is still in effect, and we don't know if Kawhi will be playing the next game if Kawhi and the Clippers do make it outside of the Warriors game, Kawhi can be hurt. So as the Kawhi stand here and making the Kawhi cycle.
Oh,
Oh, did we just lose Jules?
Jules. We can still see you. I don't know what it is. I think you're just lagging, man. Cause we heard.
Sign language.
Someone unmute his mic, please.
Yeah, I think it's just lag.
I think it's Miles probably in here
Yeah,
interfering with his.
Facts. And then for me with the Western Conference, give me the Clippers to beat the Warriors. I just don't see the Warriors doing jack shit at all.
Rooting
Really.
against Pajevsky.
I am.
That's better.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is, Jules.
You're back.
My predictions really quick, Gunnar, was Portland 7th seed, Suns 8th seed.
Yep. All right. We're good. I got you. Yeah, I got Clippers beating Brandon Pajemski's Warriors. Sadly. And then for the 7 and 8 seed matchup for the fight of the 7 seed. Give me I still have Phoenix. I understand the front court issues and the forwards. They're gonna the Phoenix. I do believe they're gonna struggle against the Blazers forwards and big men in general. I just don't think it's enough to be able to stop Colin and Devin. Also with to hold the Phoenix Suns back with them. They also have Phoenix still has good shooters in general too that I'm just not gonna count out, and you're gonna be asking a lot from Drew Holiday, as a defender, in order to hold the Phoenix Suns guards back as a whole. Now, does that mean I'm off the Trailblazers? No, because give me Portland over Los Angeles. The Clippers, I just don't see them having any of the power to in order to hold back Klingon, Denny, Drew, Kamara, any of them. To me, the Blazers are gonna mollywop the Clippers.
Mollywop, like that.
I think the offense of Portland is going to be a little bit too much for LA. The only question would be the defense, but even then, I think Kamara and Klingon will be able to hold it down. And same with Robert Williams. I think all three of them are going to be able to hold down the defense of Portland and anchor it to the point where I just don't think the power of the Clippers is enough to stop Portland myself. So yeah, that's what I have for the plane. What was it? What was you wanted to go into players and how they would be in other eras, right, Ty, for all-time talk?
Well, it was a rough draft of a hypothetical question. I guess, which player, if they were to transfer to a different era, would be the best versus, like, which player would be the worst, I guess? Something like that.
Okay.
So take a player from an old era and swap them to like this era and see who would be the best and then who would be the worst.
Yeah, or like if you want to swap back in time.
For funsies,
Blank slate. Yeah.
Okay. Um, hmm. I think, damn, I can't do that just with one player though, because there's a couple that would be like, I think they could be the best player in the league in multiple eras, and I think one guy is Jerry West. I think he would have been exceptional in the 90s, and he would have been exceptional in this decade as well. Because perimeter defense wise, he's one of the greatest ever. And in terms of scoring, he's one of the greatest. I mean, in his era, he was the best jump shooter in the league on volume, and also he's arguably the greatest scorer of his entire decade. So, and playoff wise, he would just translate. So, easily Jerry West.
All right. We'll just keep going around. How's that?
Yeah.
Juelz. For an all-time player, you can move them back, move them forward in time. Who would be a great player in another era?
I mean, why not Giannis? Because LeBron said he could score 200 in the 70s, right?
Cook.
That's exactly where my original
Wait a
take
minute.
was.
Hold on. Jules didn't even say the right name. It's
Who's
Johnny Moore.
Oh, facts.
Johnny Moore.
Jules, how many titles are the Utah Jazz winning with Johnny Moore?
At least
In the
11.
90s. 11 in the 90s, got it. All right.
He wins 2 in a year.
Gotcha.
They put the play-in tournament in the 90s.
To answer that question, like, no troll, I would probably say Nash in the 80s. And why I say Nash in the 80s is because of the high pace that the 80s had, and plus lack of defense. Like, when Nash started to obviously get off and win MVP, obviously the hand checking rule wasn't there. But he was leading all-time offenses prior to that change in Dallas. So if you insert him in a place where he just needs to be able to get downhill and you have dumb 3-point shooting, he would be able to take a lot of people off the dribble, especially the wing guys who are not necessarily slow-footed, but he would be able to self-create for himself. He had the pace behind him, and he would be a way better. Like, I think he's one of the better full court players of all time. You could argue him the best full court player of all time with Magic and Giannis if he played in the 80s.
All right. For me, I'm gonna go with Rudy Gobert in the 60s. I think Rudy Gobert would be great in the 60s. I understand he's not a fast-paced player, and it's the fastest possession era or paced era in the league. I understand that. That's not my reasoning. My reasoning is because the 60s are probably the greatest defensive era of all time, arguably. Just based off how much defense matters, it mattered more heavily than the offensive end, sort of say. I think that'd be very interesting, and I'd also like to see Grant Hill play to how he was in the 90s in either the 2010s or 2020s. I know we had Grant Hill in the early 2010s, but it's not, it's not Grant Hill of the 90s. LeBron before LeBron. Same with Scotty. So.
What's your answer?
Yeah, I wanted Gunnar. Shout out to Gunnar for giving me this guy though. John Havlicek. If you brought him to today's NBA, I think he would thrive. With his shooting ability. And then I thought it would be hilarious if you dropped Victor Wembanyama in the 60s and 70s, what people would think of him. It would just be hilarious. Like the most
Yeah.
skilled player in the NBA being 7'8", like
Yeah.
Uh,
Fair.
yeah, mind you, we don't rank based off hypotheticals, um, or any of that. We this is all just fun thoughts that we can create and just have fun conversations and thoughts of and not take everything serious. Uh, Fellas, what are we thinking arrow wise for today's game?
Today's game player.
No, like the game of the podcast, Adam. Two teams.
oh,
Oh.
Yeah. What
Oh wait,
arrow
did we
would
do
you
the?
guys
Wait,
like?
hold on. Did we do the worst player for the errors?
Oh no, worst player. No, we did not. You want to, Adam?
We can.
Yeah, we can.
It's
I'm
up to you
down.
guys.
I'd have to think of that one. I haven't really
Now, is
thought.
it worst star player, like superstar player that would?
We'll just go with star.
Okay.
That's that. It's a thought process I haven't thought of. Fuck it. Fuck it. Pistol Pete in today's era.
Oh, Pistol Pete.
You know why? He's just Trae Young. He's just Trae Young. I'm not moved. I'm not fucking moved. Trae Young's a shitty star as it is. I'm not a fan of Trae Young by any means, and Trae Young and Pistol Pete very fucking similar.
Not bad.
shit.
I would probably say like like Carmelo Anthony in
Oh yes.
the 70s because of the physicality and stuff. Like he was a physical player, but I think he would get mauled by a lot of the rim protection and heavily reliant on his jump shot.
That's
Could it translate? Probably, but like I don't know.
well, and Jules with that, they're also trying. They want to have their small forwards at that time be offensive hubs. And does Melo have the playmaking like heavy playmaking
No.
ability like that? Fuck no.
Yeah, the only playmaking I saw him do is tell
A jab
somebody
step.
to get the fuck out. Tell somebody to get the fuck out of the way when he's getting a defensive rebound.
And
The only
jab step.
playmaking I saw. Yeah.
I was gonna say something similar. Fucking Celtics Isaiah Thomas in the 70s. I don't think he makes it more than one quarter.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kareem
man.
mollywops him.
Yeah, I mean I love the guy, but don't see it working out for him.
Adam, who's the worst star player?
Man, because I'm not a big fan of his. Him being in the center era, I honestly, because it's not even his skill, it's his fucking mindset. It's DeMarcus Cousins. I just don't think he would, like,
It's a good
he
one.
is insanely skilled, but if you're asking him to be leading your team and, like, let's put him in, like, the 90s going up against, like, D-Rob, Shaq, and then, like, Akeem, like, I just don't think, like, yeah, he'd be like be able to shoot perimeter jump shots, but like high turnover, high usage, you're not gonna get pretty much anywhere as like a number one option. Like, I just don't think he would like translate at all very well.
Totally understandable. All right. Working on figuring out today's the game of the day.
Wait, am I under a tornado warning?
Yeah, New Hampshire was. Don't know how close they are to New Hampshire. Probably
No,
not
it's
close,
just a
but
thunderstorm watch. Never mind.
Yeah, we'll go with. All right. I think I got two teams. I think I do. If I can find it. All right. Are you guys ready?
yes, sir.
Team A, 62-20 in the regular season. They go 9-7 in the playoffs.
So, okay. Do they make it? I'm assume they make it to the conference finals.
Yes, they do.
Okay. 62. What's the series end in?
The conference finals.
Yeah, does it go like 4 games or does it go
It
seven?
goes
5
five.
games.
Five.
Yeah.
5.
5-game
62.
series.
You still doing recent eras, or is this like all time?
Past 1990.
All right.
So it's not too bad.
in
Leading
between.
scorer, actually leading scorer, and then like all NBA, like or any all NBA or all stars on the team.
Yes, there are all NBA / All Stars on the team, and their leading scorer is exactly 25 a game.
How many all NBAs are on this team?
Oh, just the one.
And one at 25 a game. Playoff translation for the leading scorer.
He's on. He's 27 points a game. Let me just give you some, cause we know you love your true shooting, Adam. So the true shooting, it would be 55 in the regular season, dropping down to 50 in the playoffs.
What was their offense rated at during the regular season?
Regular season offense is 11th in the league. Number one defense, though.
What was the regular season record? 16-22 or 62-20?
62-20.
Is there zone defense in this?
Oh
game?
yes, there is zone defense.
Okay.
I would stay on the accolades.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, you said they lose 7 games in the postseason?
Yep, 7.
Okay, shit.
This is nasty.
How many games are they? Wait. Hold on. And you said there's only one All NBA guy on this team?
One All
never mind.
NBA.
Nope. Okay.
I'd stay on the accolades.
What
They
about
have an
MVP voting?
MVP on their roster.
Yes, there is an MVP on their roster.
Did he win
For
the
this
MVP
year, or
voting?
yeah.
I can't say if he was MVP this year or not.
Alright, so that's a
but
yes. That's a yes.
There is an MVP on the roster.
As the MVP candidate, well, did the guy that won the MVP, is he still in his prime?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
How about his peak?
Oh yeah.
Alright, so he won MVP this year.
Well, peak don't mean you won MVP.
Well, I guess, but how many times has this player won MVP?
Oh, just the one. Just the one.
Oh, that kind of ruins where I was at.
Was the MVP the same year they won these 60 games?
Alright, fine. You guys really just want it? Yes. Yes, it was the same year. Happy.
What's their
Wait,
defense rated?
Wait.
They're
No, you
the
said it was
number one
number one?
defense. Yeah, they're the number one defense.
Wait. I think I might have figured it this out.
You just want
You said
Rooney-
this. No, no,
Oh,
no.
I figured it out. Never mind. I figured it out. Okay.
Yeah, wait. You said how many games in the conference final?
Oh, just the 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured it out.
Okay.
Ty, do you have any other questions?
Yes, this was directed to Adam and Juelz. What's the team?
Ty, let me think of.
I wasn't asking you.
All right. Well, I'm trying to give you a fucking hint.
I don't think it'll help.
Well, the year after, there is another MVP candidate, if I'm correct, right? Or no, it's not the. Oh no, it's not that year. It's the year after. Never mind. It's. No, but there's great defenders on this team. You know?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Alright. Alright. Team B. Another 62-20 team. Hold on, Matt. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
13-7 in the playoffs.
They lost in the finals.
So, wait, okay. Clarify this. They made it to the finals and lost?
Yep.
Okay. Leading scorer?
Good old 27 a game, Adam. You know,
What's the finals go to?
Oh, finals go 6.
Wait. How does that work? They won 13 games?
You said this is post 90.
Yep.
What's their leading scorer again?
Oh, he's 27-10.
Wait.
Oh, you're a fucking prick.
What's their second? Wait, what's their
This is
second
the
player?
team.
Who's their? Is their second player average? What's their second player? Best player averaging?
You said 27-10?
Yeah.
You're a prick. You're a prick. You're a prick. You're a prick. This team sucks. dick. Fuck this team.
14-3-4.
Just to clarify, are they the number 1 rated offense in that year?
Oh, probably. Oh yeah, I
No,
forgot.
I
I,
don't wanna
forgot if they.
Just
You're
to,
right. They are.
just to clarify, can I ask a question?
No.
Are they down possibly? Do they go a full 5 games in the first round?
Potential. Potential.
I'm gonna fucking hit you in the fucking
Do they,
face. Okay.
Gunnar? Do they go a full 5 games in the first round?
Yeah.
You are despicable. I cannot believe you did this.
I can't believe you've done this.
I am
What?
disgusted.
You don't want to hear the Western Conference Finals record?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Does it go more than 4 games?
In the Western Conference Finals?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, this is just fucking
Disgusting.
despicable. This is despicable.
I can't.
Are you sure it's this team and not the other team?
I'm positive.
I am very positive on this one.
All right. Yeah, the second best player is
The other-
14-3-4.
The other
Adam.
team, wins this team. Sure.
Dude, the best player on the first team is abusing the third best player on this team.
It's dog. It's not even close, dude. The first team's second scoring option was getting paired to the number 1 option when he was on a different team.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be the new iteration of this guy.
Dude, the best thing about the first team is gonna be the downfall of the second team.
Oh my god.
This is
Well, we're
no. You know what's more disgusting? No, I'll just wait. This is disgusting on a total another front.
Well, we're not moved by a guy averaging 4.7 points and 4 rebounds. Or
Have
5
Ty
rebounds,
ask.
my bad.
Wait,
I
am
could
I
only get
moved by their best player, who's averaging 3 turnovers?
Yeah. I am. Ty, there's a great question you should ask dealing with a certain number.
Their best player a rapist.
All right.
Just putting it on the table.
Rip, yes, he's a great.
Oh no! Wow, Ty, what a question to ask.
I think I found them.
Oh.
Like what?
W, you know what W question?
No.
Wow.
No, imagine Ty at like the press conference, be like, "Hey, are you an R word?"
Like literally.
I would probably be dead.
Or if I get bananaed off Twitch, that'd be funny as fuck.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh, no, you're okay.
But I think we're good to move on, right, fellas?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're fucking HIV positive.
Alright. Team A is who?
Who do you want to say?
I don't care. You go. You go if you want, man.
It's the 2011 Bulls.
Alright. And whose team be at?
The 1998 fucking Utah Jazz. Okay, let me just be clear on how disgusting this is. Not only did he pick the 1998 Jazz, he picked the 1998 Jazz against the Chicago Bulls, who are from a different decade. Not only did the Jazz lose to the Chicago Bulls in 98, he picked them not only to lose against that Bulls team, but to lose against this Bulls team.
Ty, who are these teams and why?
I didn't have Team A, but I'll trust Adam. I'll say the 2011 Bulls. Then I had the 97-98 Jazz with big man Karl Malone.
Big sexy.
Oh,
Yep.
Juelz, who are these teams?
You picked the fucking 2011 fucking Bulls. with Karl Malone 2.0 and Carlos Boozer to pick against the original Jazz team, who wasn't even the better one in the 98 Utah Jazz. You sicko.
I am a sicko.
Dude, okay. First off, Karl Malone is going like 10 for fucking 35 against this team. I don't care. Like what is John Stockton guarding Derrick Rose? What are we doing? First off, I don't know what Jerry Sloan's gonna do with Greg Ostertag and fucking Adam Keefe. Like, unplayable. Like, I'm sorry. What? Dude, Carl is gonna shoot so bad. I just can't. This is.
We're gonna see our GOAT coach Jackie Vaughn get some tick in this game.
Oh, fucking hell. All
Dude,
right.
fucking. We're gonna have what? Jeff Hornacek and like probably Kyle Korver being like the most efficient perimeter players on this team, shooting wise. This is gonna get disgusting.
They might not miss a shot.
All right. You guys were correct on the Chicago Bulls in 2011 versus the 98 Jazz. Are you guys ready for the final two teams I have?
Oh no.
We have Team A, who's averaging 57 and 20, or who's got a 57 and 25 record in the regular season. Math. 13 and 8 in the playoffs.
So they lose in the finals.
Yep.
What's the record again in the regs?
What was that? I'm sorry.
What was the record in
57
the
and
regular?
25.
Yeah,
57 and
25, yep.
Okay, what's the NBA finals go to?
6.
5. That's 6.
6. Is there zone defense?
That is considered illegal defense.
Okay, so
It's a great question.
What are they ranked defensively this year?
Defensively, they are the 3rd overall defense in the league.
leading scorer.
Leading scorer is giving you 25, 7 and 7. I'd also consider their leading scorer the best player on the team.
25, 7 and 7.
Yep.
And you said, what's their offensive rating?
Offensive rating is 7th in the league.
Defensive rating?
3rd.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, you do.
Just to make sure, where does the leading player finish in MVP voting?
How did you know?
I'm just asking a question.
2nd.
Okay.
Adam, you want to ruin it for everyone.
Okay, no, he was 26-7. I figured out the team, and I'm like, damn. When you said 27-7, like, bro, what?
Remember, I round here.
Be rounding down, dick.
Wait, did I say 26? I meant 25. My bad.
You said 27.
No, I said... Did I say 27?
I thought you said 27.
I heard 26. But
I heard 27.
My bad, I meant 25. My bad.
Okay, fuck off. I figured out I know the team.
Ty, you want to keep going?
Oh no, you're good.
All right.
W white flag.
White.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, Hold on. This. Hold on. I'm just making sure it's the year I want. You know.
No, I don't know.
All right.
But we're trying to guess.
All right. I got you. I understand, Jules. I understand. You gotta chill out
Okay.
though. We have a 49 and 32 team. They go. Fucking math. 11 and 8 in the playoffs.
Do they make the finals?
No.
Okay. Conference finals?
Yes.
Where does it go to?
7.
Leading scorer?
17 a game.
Okay, all NBAs.
1. Third team.
Does the conference semifinals go 6 games?
Maybe.
So yes.
Yeah.
You're disgusting. You are disgusting.
Adam,
I
you want to
actually
ruin it
cannot
for
believe-
everyone? You want to ruin it for everyone? Are you a nice guy, Adam, or no?
I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy.
Okay.
All right. Found this team.
Ty's got it.
I got
Wait,
it.
hold on. Let me just make sure. Did this?
Hold on.
Does their coach possibly win a chip on another team?
I don't know who their coach is. Off the top of my head. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yeah. You are right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He definitely does. I didn't even check who the coach was for the team. Ty, you won't ruin it.
Yes.
Yes? Jules is out of
All right, Jules.
commission.
What are these teams?
What? I know the first team, I just don't know the second.
All right. Can Jules and I team up?
Yeah.
All right, Jules. You give team A.
The first team is the 91 Blazers, I believe. I believe it's the 91 Blazers. I know it's one of the iterations that go. I think it's the later version that gets to the finals that loses against the Bulls. I forget which year I had off the top of my head. I think it's 91.
Wait,
Because
all right, hold on.
Clyde-
You're saying the team that loses to the Bulls in the finals.
Yes,
Correct.
the team that loses.
Okay,
to the
so you
Bulls in
mean
the finals.
92.
92, yes. That is Team A.
Okay.
All right. Team B is the 2012-2013 Indiana Pacers, with Paul George scoring 17.4 points a game.
Adam, who are these teams?
92 Blazers, and you are disgusting. Once again, you've picked the Pacers, and I know why you picked this team. I know why you did it.
Why did I pick this team, Adam?
Oh, I don't know, because I'm not high on the 13 Heat because they got taken to 7 by this team. That's why.
No. By who on this team?
Roy fucking Hibbert.
Roy Hibbert pushes the 2013 Heat to 7. That is all we need. And with that, I'd like to push out and, advocate for the award show that we are going to be hosting on the Post Patrol, where we are handing out awards like the Roy Hibbert Award for pushing a team to 7 in the playoffs when they shouldn't be. We have that. We have the Ish Smith Award, for the best journeyman in the league this year. The Paul George Award. The Playoff P Award, which is the worst playoff performance by a superstar in this postseason. Awards like that. The Post Patrol will be hosting the first and ever annual Post Patrol Award Show. With that, Ty, you have anything?
No, sir.
Jules, you got anything?
I do not. No.
Adam.
92 Blazers teams is wiping the ass for that Pacers team. 5 games. There you go. That's all I got.
All right.
Why is it 5 games? Why is Ray Herbert pushing that team to 5?
Yeah.
I gotta give one for the love of the Pacers.
And with that, thank you guys for watching the Post Patrol. It's been great. We'll see you next week.